Tia Harrison. I am a founder of the Butchers Guild, co-founder. I'm here, we're going to show you an interesting way to cut up a chicken. And I'm going to describe how you could use this at home, a really great way to end up with a nice dinner and a great set of bones for stock. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the wings, and what I'm going to do to show me where I want to make my cut is I'm going to pick the bird up by the wing and kind of look at this point right here where the bone bulges out, and I'm going to cut right above that just a little bit. I did cut a little bit far into the breast there, but I'm just going to remove, oops, there we go. Cut that off. Then I'm going to do that on the other side. Okay, we're going to set those aside for our soup pot. And then what we have left is we have our breast and our legs. And so the preparation of this is we're going to take each half and debone it completely. So we're going to feel along the center of the chicken to find the bone and take our knife and cut against one side and make one slice starting at the bottom all the way down to the end. And then what I'm going to do is take my fingers and kind of pull the meat out and look and see where I'm at to make sure that I haven't cut too far into the breast, or I'm not wanting to leave a lot of meat on the bone. Once I've got a look at where I'm at, as you can see here, I left a little bit of meat on the bone. I probably could have cut in a little bit closer, but I'm just going to keep making small slices. And cutting the breast off. Now, once I have the breast cut away from the carcass, I'm going to cut right here just so I can see a little bit better what's going on in this area. So I'm going to make one little cut, and then I'm going to pick the bird up and pop the leg out of the socket. And then once I've done that, I'm going to cut through that and just make one straight cut and remove that side of the chicken. Then I'm going to work on deboning the leg. So what I'm going to do is take my knife and score along either side of the bone. And then I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to reach around the meat and kind of free the bone up a little bit more. And then I'm going to put my fingers underneath the bone on the other side, and I can actually use my fingers just to pull that off. Then from there I have a little handle so that I can continue to cut around the bone, making sure that I leave most of the meat on. So now you have your thigh bone and your leg bone, and there's a joint here, and you probably could pretty easily remove that, but I'm going to leave it on just so that I can use it as a handle while I keep slicing around. And what I want to do at this point is try to get as close as I can to the bone, but I want to free up the meat on the leg so that I can pull the leg bone out. So I'm just slicing around. And then we have some tendons here that the meat is attached to that we want to make sure that we get cleared up. So I can take my hand and try to pull it down and see if it's going to come off easily, and it's not. So that means that I need to do a little bit more work. So I'm just going to take my knife around the bone and free up those tendons. Then from there, I'm going to check again and see if it's going to come off, and it will. So I'm going to take this. Oh, there's one more. So I want to cut that loose. And then what I'm going to do is pull down and pull the bone out. Then after I have it off, I'm just going to take a cut, remove that, and then I'm going to go back and turn the chicken right side out, fold the breast in, and then you have a really nice half of a deboned chicken. You have a bone pile for your chicken soup, and this you can marinate, grill it. Grilling it's really great. Pan searing it, skin side down is really awesome. You can stuff it with herbs and anything you'd like, cheese, you know, some prosciutto, and then you could even roll it up like this and tie it or wrap it with like bacon or prosciutto, whatever you'd like, and then sear it up and have a really great dinner. And then you can do the same thing with the other side, as I showed you once again. And then once you have that finished up, you'll have a really great chicken carcass for soup that you put with the rest of your bones. We'll finish this guy up here. Again, I'm slicing against the breast, popping the leg out of the socket, cutting this off. This goes in my stock pile, or my stock bone pile. Then I'm freeing up, scoring around the bone so I can see where it is, feeling it, putting my fingers through, pulling the meat down. I got my handle, and I'm just going to start slicing around it. Then I'm going to check and see if I can pull it off. Not yet, so I'm going to cut some more tendons here, get this freed up. Now it's ready. Pull that down, cut that off, turn it out, and there you go. 2 halves of deboned chicken breast and leg, and then delicious chicken soup.